The little girl saw the princess surrounded by 5 auras. She told her mom, but she couldn't see anything. Refugees laughed at the princess for not being able to have a child for 5 years. The little girl retorted that she would have 5 babies. The princess heard her. She asked, "Is that true?" The little girl said she would have 4 boys and a girl. The princess asked her why she wasn't pregnant. So the little girl asked the auras. They said it was something dirty in the princess's garden. But the maid thought the little girl was lying. She wanted to get rid of them. But the princess chose to believe her. She took her to the back garden. But the servants dug and dug. They only found 1 stone. So the butler took the little girl and her mother away. But the little girl insisted she wasn't lying. So the butler taught them a lesson. And that's when the servants dug up the cursed doll. The princess ordered it to be burned. And the auras finally entered the princess's stomach. She was about to give birth. The princess actually gave birth to 4 boys and a girl. The prince immediately asked where the little girl was. She was tied to a stake by the butler, to be set on fire. Bad man flirts with woman but gets bitten. Angry, he orders his men to teach the woman a lesson. The little girl angrily stops them. Everyone was knocked to the ground. It turns out that the little girl is a fox fairy. The bad man ordered his men to grab the little girl and tie her up. People demanded that the demon be disposed of. So the bad man lit a torch. Woman wanted to stop them. She rushed into the fire and untied the little girl. Just then the bad man ordered another arrow to be fired. Woman stood in front of the little girl. Then the prince fell from the sky and broke the arrows. He freed them. The bad man told the prince that the little girl was a monster, but the prince said she was a blessing. He took her to see his brother, who was very sick, and the little girl could see right away that the man was surrounded by darkness. So she told the queen that she had to get rid of the black aura to save the man. But the doctors said they couldn't cure him. How could a little girl do that? Then little girl patted the man. All the black aura was blown away. The next moment, man spat out a mouthful of blood. Then he fainted again. Queen was very angry and prepared to execute the little girl. But the man was suddenly covered with golden light, and he woke up magically. Little girl used her superpowers. The rabbit doll soon became a real rabbit. Seeing this, emperor was very happy. He sent the little girl to perform a blessing ceremony, and the golden seed was summoned by the little girl. As she was about to pick up the golden seed, the emperor's wife interrupted her and said that the little girl was a fake lucky star. The real blessing was her brother. The little girl stopped her brother from taking the seed, because once he picked it, the seeds would disappear. But the guards took the little girl, and the little boy took the golden seed and nothing happened. The emperor was angry and ordered the little girl to be executed, but the golden seed suddenly flew into the air. It turned to ashes in front of everyone's eyes. Everyone shocked. But they blamed the little girl, a fox demon, for destroying the golden seeds. So the emperor called in a Taoist priest. He put on a talisman, and little girl took the form of a fox demon. People demanded that the fox demon be killed. So the Taoist priest stabbed the little girl with his sword, but her mother blocked it. She fell to the ground. The little girl was heartbroken. She broke the seal, summoned her original form. Turns out she was a 9-tailed fox fairy. People regretted it. She punished the 3 who lied, and then she cast a spell to bring mom back to life. She said she wouldn't let anyone hurt her anymore. The emperor and the people kneeled down and asked the little girl to save them from the famine. So the little girl cast a spell and made new seeds of gold. All kinds of vegetables fell from the sky. The people thanked her for saving them.